If you would like to get this month's crystal reading for your sign for download and purchase, please click on the Vimeo link below this video in the Show More section, or visit my website, theluckymermaid.com, and the links for these videos are posted on the most recent video page. Please be sure to check out my other psychic readings for each zodiac sign I have available there as well. Thank you so much. Wish you many blessings and peace.
Hi Taurus, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for October 2016. This month I used the Robin Wood Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, so to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Ascendant, and Taurus Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, Taurus, now onto your reading for October 2016. And the first card you have that shows up here today in your reading is the Judgment card. And Judgment is a card to me that symbolizes it's usually like, what's the word? What's the proclamation? What's the final outcome? What's the judgment? How does it affect everyone? What do we think about it? To me, it's usually situational, of some form of judgment, proclamation, or word about a situation. I feel that some of you Tauruses are going to feel very relieved in October, like something is finally completed, finished, or done. I get it's done, and that you have this huge weight that's lifted off of you and a sense of relief. I do see you looking backwards and saying hindsight is 20/20, but I do feel that whatever it is you're looking backwards at, you feel like I did my best, it wasn't that bad what I did. You know, like proud of yourself, or thinking you did a good job, not looking back on some project plan or something you completed with regrets. I see you looking back on something. I see you gaining popularity in October. Something you're going to be doing is going to draw attention to yourself or attract attention to yourself. So maybe some of you are going to be on the road traveling with a show, like in music or singing, or a theater company, or going on a book tour and promoting your book, or I don't know, it could be anything, but I see your popularity really high in October. You're making a new start also with either someone new or something new and fresh, because it's like, I see you have completed something and you're happy, but now I'm seeing you starting something new with a lot of focus, drive, and energy toward it, and you're happy about that as well. I also feel and hear that some of you Tauruses are going to get some releasing of funds coming to you in October that was for some reason in the past hung up or held back. Where, you know, maybe you were supposed to get a divorce settlement or a lawsuit settlement or some workman's compensation settlement, and they didn't settle it, or it was like hung up in court, or some kind of snag or delay, or there was a complication waiting for money to come to you through an inheritance with a will. Anything that was legal in some way, even could have been like a promotion or money your boss promised to pay you but didn't come through with it in a timely manner, or, you know, some kind of loan you've been waiting for, or grant. You've got money coming to you, being released to you in the month of October is also coming up through this Judgment card. If you're a Taurus that has any kind of engagement lined up or deal, like prospect or deal, that gets canceled, I get, don't worry, because it gets picked right back up again, either from somebody else or the person that canceled it. One way or the other, if you have something that's pending, an impending appointment, engagement, something, if it gets let go or canceled, you end up, it gets picked up again right away. So that's also coming up through the Judgment card for you, Taurus. So the next card you have in this reading for October is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is a card to me that symbolizes a water sign person. This would either be a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This could also be somebody that has the personality traits of the Page of Cups right now. If it's not a person in your life, this page would be bringing in messages about love or emotions if he's a message bringer. So let's see why Page of Cups is here. There's a new opportunity that's being presented for you. You have a new opportunity coming up. You're going to start to idealize your situation and see it with new eyes. Some of you at your place of business, a new management team or corporation is going to come in and take it over. You've got some kind of like internal infrastructure change, especially in regard to chain of command, higher ups, ownership, CEOs, directors, whatever words that fit your parameters. There's some shifting and changing going on with that for many of you Tauruses in October. Actually, these changes may sound like, what? Oh, that doesn't make me sound peaceful and calm. But I do feel it is going to make you feel peaceful and calm. These changes are actually going to be beneficial for you, even if in the short run you're like worried or feeling a little on the fence about what to make of the changes. I see in the long run, it actually brings you a lot of peace and contentment, and turns out to be better for you that it's going down in the way that it is going to. There's somebody new that's going to come in and talk to you about money-making ventures. This is either somebody that's going to want you to invest with them, or they're going to want to be partners with you in a business or an investment. Or they maybe manage money and finances and say, hey, I'm really sharp as a tack with what I know how to do with investing stocks and bonds and trading and all that. So let me manage your money for you because I'll make you a lot of money. It could be somebody like that. You've got a variety of possibilities here with who that person is. And I feel in that case, they are actually a water sign. Again, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, but that could also be their rising sign. Many times people do show up even in private readings. Happens to me all the time when I read people. A lot of times they show up in readings as their rising sign or their moon sign over their sun sign. You may be liquidating property. You may be liquidating property or putting things up for sale or getting involved in some kind of wholesale operation or business for some of you. That would be facilitated through this Page of Cups. The Page of Cups would be like maybe the middleman. Yeah, I feel like they're kind of like the middleman type of person, but it's their own business to be the middleman, if that makes sense to you. That's how they make their money, being the middleman. So you just have to think on that. Okay, this is kind of a big prediction. It's weird. Don't do anything rash or hasty. Wait a good 5 months before making firm decisions and signing concrete documents and legal papers. Now, you may say, 5 months? I don't have 5 months to wait on that decision. Well, then maybe for some of you, it's 5 weeks. But it sounded to me in my head like wait for 5 months. So whatever comes at you, Taurus, it's up to you. I'm not saying, oh, if you do it in 5 weeks, you're going to be screwed. I don't feel that. I just am telling you, if there's any way you could have leeway of time of what, because 5 months goes in a blink, you'd be surprised. And, you're going to turn around and before you know it, you're going to be sitting there going, it's the holidays. I can't believe it. And then there, right after that, if you can wait, I would consider it. And the next card you have here is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, it would be an air sign person. This would either be a Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Or they could just have the personality traits of the Queen of Swords right now. And don't be thrown because it could actually be a male, since this is a general reading. So let me hear why Queen of Swords is here for Taurus. You're going to get some kind of invitation to attend some gathering, and it may be the Queen of Swords that's inviting you. It may set you on the map. It would be very good, put you in a position of prominence, and also would be good for promotions. Now, if it's on a personal level, it could be just good for you personally. It doesn't have to be a business-related event. But for some of you Tauruses, it is, where I feel like there's agents or people that could sign you for something, or headhunters, or, you know, people that are looking to fill major positions. Like, you just have to see. If you get some kind of invitation to attend some kind of trade show or seminar or big event, I would definitely take it. I would go and see who the heck you're going to meet there, and what elbows you're going to rub, and what deals become in the works for you, or be offered to you. If it's personal, I would still go, because you get some kind of gain comes to you from this invitation. Some of you Taurus are going to actually want to make amends with people from your past, and like reach out to people that you've had a breakup with, or a friendship has ended, or maybe you've had some epiphany or soul revelation, or something that makes you or something could have occurred that makes you, triggers this. Because I feel like there's some people, you either one person or a couple, that you want to reach out to and try to mend fences, repair relationships. I get that vibe about this thing. Now, that's not going to apply to all of you Tauruses, but it is coming up here through this Queen of Swords. If you're in any kind of legal battle, April is the month where something comes to culmination and fruition, and gets resolved or worked out or paid or whatever. April. So if you're a Taurus that has any legal matters pending or coming up, maybe some of you are going to get them settled in October. I don't know why. Once in a while, the guides do like to predict out further than the month I'm reading on. In the beginning, they used to do that all the time. They talk about the whole entire year in any particular month. So they don't do it too much anymore, but they are right there. So that's definitely for some of you Tauruses to take note of. They're doing it again, maybe because I brought up Christmas time earlier in this reading, just briefly. They're saying, don't let anybody rain on your parade around Christmas time. Make sure when you're at the holidays, do the things that you want to do. If there's certain relatives you want to visit, or certain places you like to go, or there's traditions you like to follow, and you've got somebody, either a boss or a business partner, or somebody, any friend or anyone that's trying to disrupt what you want to do around the holidays, because you could get really sad if you don't do what it is you really want to do in that period of time. So that's not going to apply to all of you, but some of you may have somebody trying to make a demand on you, like, oh no, we need to go here or there, or oh no, you have to fly to, across the continent, because you got to be somewhere, so you can't really do that thing. I would not cave in and stick to your, what you want to do there. Don't let somebody change your game. So the next card you have here, Taurus, is the Empress, and the Empress is a card to me that would symbolize a maternal figure that's crossed over to the other side, that's watching you and guiding you and maybe protecting you. This could be a mother, a stepmother, a grandmother, a great-grandmother, somebody like a mother figure to you. But this could also be showing up to say there's a birth of an idea, a birth of a project, a birth of a child, a birth of a plan. It could be a birth of anything. any new thing, business, enterprise, little human being. They're saying that Tauruses really need to start planning for the future and start jotting things down, like making notes of things, making notes of when you're old and gray and you're at the end of your life that you want to leave to people. Get your wills in order, get things in order. Also, good time to start thinking about, if you're going to retire or what your money is going to look like as you are winding down and you're not going to keep working all the time. Like, they're saying good time now in October, or for some reason this last part of 2016, for you to start reviewing that kind of thing and thinking about it, or making some kind of plans in regard to it. Oh my, this is a big surprise. Oh, Taurus, why for you? I don't know. It's not bad. It just seems off the cuffs. So you have to write me if this happens, please, Taurus, the ones that this happens to. I get that you're going to meet somebody, some of you are going to meet somebody and like fall in love with them instantly. I don't believe that happens that much. It does happen. I know it does, but I just get and that you're like with them immediately. Like, it's not like you meet, it's just like in the movies. So please, those of you Tauruses that this happens to in October or even in the month of November, please write me and let me know that my guides were right about that, because there's somebody out there that's going to be like, dong, that gong is going off in your head. You're going to meet somebody and it's going to be off like a rocket. That's going to happen for some of you Tauruses. Like, it's going to be instantaneous. That's what they're saying. It's like you guys are going to make some kind of pact or commitment or agreement to be together forever from like pretty much immediately on. It's really highly unusual, but it is coming up here. I do feel that many of you Tauruses are going to be thinking about, I hear you guys saying, okay, now I have my family underway, straightened out, and in order. Now I can look after me. So I feel that some of you are really going to be focusing on either, this feels financially speaking to me, but it could be in an emotional and caring sense. I see you really focusing on, like, are their needs met? Am I doing the right thing? Is my family all taken care of? Are my kids all taken care of? Are the people I love, either financially, emotionally, physically, or all of the above, or combinations thereof? And then focusing on you, like, okay, now they're squared away. Now I can focus on me. So maybe some of you Tauruses have had your work cut out for you. You've been maybe looking after elderly relatives, or maybe you have little children and they're very demanding and take up a lot of your time, or maybe you have pets that are like your children that were puppies or kittens and now they're finally growing up and you've been taking care of them like crazy, and now you're going to finally have some time to yourself. That's also coming up here through the Empress card. So the last card you have in the reading is strange. You're not the only one that had like a weird card at the end. Aquarius also did too. And here you have the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is a card to me that would symbolize someone deceiving you or lying to you or stealing something from you. And it could be anything: ideas, inspirations, money, work, take credit for your work. If you have a loved one, they could try to steal them away from you. It could be anything like that. Identity theft. It could be somebody that's just deceiving you, just telling you things that aren't true. You have got to be on your guard, they're saying. If you let down your guard completely, they're saying somebody's going to come in here and run roughshod right over you, but I'm not sure in what way yet. Like through manipulation. I feel like maybe financially. So just be careful of anybody that you deal with, whether they be somebody you're already related to, or in your family in some way, or somebody you have. I don't know. I just feel like you've got to be careful. I get this sense of like somebody eyeing up what you have. Like somebody's looking and seeing, well, they're doing really well, or I'd like to get a piece of some of that monetary action, or that, those assets or those gains. And they may try to do something like underhanded, maybe with like contracts, deals, negotiations, bookings. Don't leave anything to chance. They just said, look, you've got the judgment card here. This is what my guides just said. Look, you've got the judgment card here. Don't leave anything by chance. Be on your guard and make sure you have your wits about you and have things in lockdown mode. Very funny, they relate the first card to the last card and the first card together. So I'm going to show you that because that's the way they presented it to me. So I feel like some of you may have somebody setting up ready to take you for a bumpy ride. Now, Taurus, please listen to me. The rest of your reading was pretty good. So don't get upset that I'm saying this here, because you have a warning here. See, this is when people don't like it sometimes when I say negative things, but it's almost like the guides, the way I'm getting it here is like, if you pay attention to this, you can block it, stop it, and avoid it. If you don't pay attention to it, or you're not really like tuning into who I'm talking about, you may miss it, and then this person may try to infiltrate your financial picture in some way. So if you're a Taurus that has like an agent or a manager, or you have bookkeepers or accountants, or somebody that's like a business partner, or somebody that like, these are the people you need to like scrutinize, watch, have your guard up, put things in some kind of safe, in safety deposit boxes, in lockdown mode. I'm not trying to drive up paranoia. I really feel it's more like infiltration for saying, well, I need this expense because it's going to cause this to do for you. So you've got to give me this amount of money, and really it's like half that is what it should cost, or something like that, like where it's manipulating your money through like a smoke screen. That's what I'm trying to say here. But it would be wise if you have anything in, I'm not saying I see a break-in of your house. I'm just saying if you have valuables or things like stocks and stock certificates, or bonds or anything like that, you need to put that somewhere like in a safety deposit box or a safe. But beyond that, I feel like there's somebody that you do business with or work with or deal with that wants to mess with your finances in some way, or get some of that money to them. I feel for the most part, if you figure out who this is, you are going to be able to jump ship without them and take care of it and handle it yourself, or move on to somebody else to handle it. So just listen to how that message played out in the end. That's definitely not going to apply to all of you. So if you don't own your own business and you don't have agents or managers or like finance people, or directors or whatever looking after you or your financial picture, then you do need to be careful of your personal property. Make sure your pocketbook is zipped. Make sure your wallet is in your front pocket or zipped in a jacket pocket. Don't leave your car unlocked. I mean, really, if that other aspect that I told you about, somebody trying to work their way in and deal with your money, then you need to think of it about protecting it in other sources. This could also be, even if you're a non-working Taurus, it could be somebody in your family that could be coming in and trying to manipulate or get their hands on some kind of money that you have through some sob story, or some ask for a loan, or something they say you owe them for. So it can come up in a variety of ways, Taurus, but the rest of your reading was really good. It's just a card to be alert and put things in lockdown and have your guard up. You may bypass it completely, which is what I'm hoping. So I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate that. And please be sure to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I post my monthly Psychic Tarot readings and my mid-month Psychic Tarot updates and any other videos I post here on YouTube. Please be sure to follow me on Twitter and also on Facebook, because I do post things there daily, almost daily, that you won't be able to see here on YouTube. If you would like to get a continuation of this reading, Taurus, where I look into my crystal for you and get additional messages from my spirit guides, please click on the link below this video in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for October 2016 crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac for download and purchase. You can also access these videos by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com, clicking on the videos tab on my menu and going to page 7, and there you will see the listing for October 2016 crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac. You click on your sign and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. I hope you have an outstanding month of October, Taurus, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.